touchdown of the day, but as of right now, he is down in the back of the end zone. He took a pretty big hit to fall into that end zone. See if he's okay here.
Big shout out to the training staff getting out there and making sure he's all right. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Ripon Redhawks. Next week, they travel to Iowa to take on the Cornell Rams. And then following that, they will travel down to Southern Illinois to take on Illinois College. And then we'll come home to a game against Grinnell. And then we look on their side of the ball. The Knox Prairie Fire will travel down to Lake Forest next week, September 17th, to take on the Foresters, and then they will play at home against the University of Chicago. Kaipo was able to get back up on his feet.
Looks like he's walking under his own power here, which is always a good thing. Here comes the extra point unit for the Ripon Redhawks.
As a Redhawk fan and like a supporter of this football team, you hate to see that. You hate to see a guy with this talent and this guy go down like that, because that's somebody you need for this football team.
And he's having a day too. He has 2 touchdown receptions already today, so we'll see.
I'm sure he'll be eager to get back out there, but
I'm sure as well.
Field goal unit out there for the PAT. Eric Flores. It did have a struggle on the first one. Looked like that happened to be a little slip because of the rain, but looks like it might be a little more dry out there, so maybe they can put this one in.
Good snap, good hold, good kick.
That will be good. 12 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here at Ingalls Field. Ripon Redhawks lead the Knox Prairie Fire 20-0. And the Redhawks will bring the kick unit out and give the ball back to Knox College.
Can't really have asked for much of a better start out of the Ripon College offense here. They've pushed the ball downfield with efficiency.
I'm right there with you. I know I say this a lot, but this team is firing on all cylinders. This defense came to play today as well as the offense. But this run game that they've got going on today is fantastic. And I'm sure Ron Ernst is loving what he's seeing.
It opens up everything. I mean, once you get the run game going, it opens up options to pass when teams aren't expecting it on a long first down or taking a shot or even whatever. When everything's clicking for your offense, it opens up so many more opportunities and gives your offense freedom to work.
Yeah. Eric Flores will put the ball down.
Kick is up here.
2 returners back for the Knox Prairie Fire, and that will go out of the end zone for a touchback.
Great kick by Flores.
Brett, what do you think of Ron Ernst? 32 years at Ripon College, total of 148 wins with 113 losses. This is his last season here. He had 26 winning seasons, which is a phenomenal stat to have. And he will be a guy missed at this school and with this program, because with the history and tradition that he's put up with these guys, and I'm sure everyone's going to miss him, but he left a legacy here at this college.
He absolutely did, and he's a guy that might have a statue of him one day at Ripon College. A quarterback keeper here up the middle. He's still going, and he picks up about 9. There's a little delay there. He faked the handoff and kind of sat in the pocket and waited for an opening to free up. Sneaky little play by the Knox Prairie Fire to start the drive.
In a preview interview with Coach Ernst, with his proudest accomplishments as a head coach, he noted that there are so many. At the top of his list is seeing his players graduate and go on to be successful members of society, as well as seeing former players make the Ripon College Athletic Hall of Fame. That's just a guy you love to have as your coach. And this being why he gets so many good players here at this college is because of his demeanor, and he's just always upgoing.
Absolutely. As the quarterback rolls out to the left and suffers a loss. Went for a little design run play there, and Ripon was all over it. Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Knox Prairie Fire. They've had a lot of third downs today, haven't they, Matt?
They sure have. Not sure the exact number here, but they've picked up. They've had a lot of them. And they can't convert on them, but I mean, it's just more because of how solid this defensive unit is for the Redhawks.
Looks like the Knox is going to take a timeout here.
Quick note, though, but back to Ron Ernst. The wins
all right, y'all, I'm going to let y'all check it out.
Football coach
Leave me a comment. Let me know any issues we got going on. We try to correct it. Let's have a great night.
Quite an accomplishment for any coach.
That's something you like to see here at Ripon College, is to have that in the stat books. Gives a big shout out to this college and what this program has at store. If you're happening to just tune in, this game is brought to you by Ripon College, Knox College, the Midwest Conference, Stretch Internet, and Ripon Channel. Quick overview of the history again. Ripon is 6-1 against the Prairie Fire in their total meetings, 4-0 at home, and the Ripon Redhawks have taken the win in the past 3 meetings. Did have a nail biter last year at Knox College. Ripon took that one 20-14, but Knox did give him a scare in the 4th quarter and picked up 14 points.
Looks like Knox is rolling out right here. Throwing just out of bounds, out of the reach of the wide receiver. Bring up a 4th and 3. We are talking a lot about Ron Ernst here, which he's a highly respected man, but the Knox Prairie Fire head coach, Aaron Willis, was a 2008 Knox graduate and immediately started coaching after graduation. He was, let's see here. He's only his 2nd year as a head football coach, so he's still pretty fresh, still developing a legacy there at Knox. He's an offensive coordinator at Concordia College of Minnesota for 9 years, which is still a long time to be a coach.
TJ Nails punts downfield.
Tegan Botham with the return. Looks like he's just across the 50. So he was tackled by number 84.
That will be 1st and 10 for the Redhawks.
Anthony Garcia.
48-yard line.
Another good starting field position for the Ripon College Redhawks. Seems that they've had that quite a bit today as well.
This team is looking very solid, though. 20-0, 11 minutes remaining in the first half. Big credits to this defensive unit and the offensive unit, as Jarrett Zipper is back in shotgun.
Little toss play forward here, little jet. Gain of about 2, looks like.
Hopefully we can get an update on Kaipo Megzayo at halftime, and we can give out the information to our viewers here.
Run up the middle, keeps fighting for yardage here. Jalen Brown. Gain of about 2 will bring up a 3rd and 7 here.
It does look like Kaipo is back on the field, left side.
He is out wide there. Must just knock the wind out of him. Good hard count there. Now we'll see what the Ripon College offense cooks up here on a 3rd and 7.
You were right though earlier, as you mentioned. They don't really get too many long 3rd downs like this, but
looks like we have a flag on the play. False start, Ripon College there.
The Redhawks have picked up 10 first downs in this first half so far.
Very productive first half from the offense as they face about a 3rd and 13 here.
They are averaging about 8 yards per play, which is a great stat to have.
Cormac Madigan's back in the backfield here.
Both teams here are pretty average on time of possession. Ripon Redhawks are just short of 10 minutes, and the Prairie Fire just short of 9 minutes.
Zebert scrambles. Makes a move, makes a guy miss. Stays in bounds. And he's really close to the first down. Let's see what they give him here.
What a great scramble by Jared Zebert.
That's just the athleticism he has.
And that's why this offense is such a threat to this Midwest Conference and the NCAA as a whole. I mean, having a quarterback like it's hard to find a quarterback like that nowadays. I mean, having a quarterback like this is like a gem. I mean, he can give you a pass downfield, like you mentioned earlier, and then he can show off like that and give you a big pickup. But we do have a 4th and 2 on the 40-yard line.
Timeout Knox. Cormac Madigan last year was a very heavy load in this offense, but not only at the running back position, he actually played quarterback, and we ran a lot of triple option out of the offensive side of the ball there, which worked well for us. We started out hot 5-0. But he's very used to carrying the heavy load in the offense. And it looks like he's in this new running back role where he has a little bit more freedom to do what he wants. He's to be relishing in this role and seems to be really liking it. And it's productive for the offense.
They're both doing a phenomenal job at their specific roles. The Redhawks are 2 for 4 on 3rd downs, and the Prairie Fire 1 for 5. That just, right there, that 1 for 5 just kind of shouts out how good of a defensive unit this Redhawks team is doing. But 2 for 4, I mean, that's good for the offense, but, I mean, Prairie Fire are having to stop them. But the Redhawks are 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions. So we will see if they can make that 2 for 2 right here.
So it's like 4th and a long 2 here. Got 2 wide receivers out to the right. Cormac back in the backfield. And new number 9, Brock Turkington, looks like he is in the H-back role.
Jared Zibert in the shotgun formation. Hands off to Cormac Madigan, and he will get the first down.
There's a flag.
A big pickup on the play.
So there's a flag down near the 49.
You'd hate to see this one come back as a Red Hawk fan. Let's see what the ref has to say. There will be a holding on number 54 on the offense. And that will bring the punt unit out. Hate to see that, but
you had a gain of about 10 yards to come back, and that's just shooting yourself in the foot sometimes.
I'll bring up a 4th and 12, ball placed on the 50-yard line midfield. That will bring up junior Chase Fink, number 10, standing 5'9". We'll punt the ball away here and get the ball back to the Knox Prairie Fire.
Kendall Ballman back deep for the Prairie Fire here. He's been back there before a couple times today.
You would love for this unit to stick one by the end zone, but he will get a roller. And they touched it.
He touched the Prairie Fire. Number 7 with the quick recovery there.
Darnell Centeno was running and did not see the punt, and the ball happened to hit his leg, but luckily for Kendall Ballman was able to locate the ball and was able to get on top of it for the Redhawks to get on top of it. So it will be a 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line for the Prairie Fire.
Near disaster for the Prairie Fire.
You would hate to see that one go down like that just before the first half comes up.
Pin back at their own 17. Knox College is a 1st and 10 here. Couple wide receivers out wide, running back in the backfield. Looks like quarterback keeper up the middle here. Ripon sees that one through. Still a solid game for Knox College.
K.O. Williams will pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that one.
Got 5 on that one, 2nd down and 5. We talk a lot about Zebert here, but I mean, Caleb's definitely the same type of quarterback back there. Seem to be using him a lot in the run game today.
That first quarter, though, was a dominant performance by
We got a ball on the ground.
And that will bring the ball back to the Redhawks.
Recovered by number 91. Bennett Beamer with the fumble recovery there. Unfortunate for the Prairie Fire, went to hand the ball off and was immediately met in the backfield, forced the ball out. On the other hand, great way to fight through the D-line.
And that will bring up Jared Zibert and the Red Hawk offense here on the 20-yard line with the 1st and 10. What I was going to mention earlier, though, that the first quarter for this Red Hawks was a dominant performance. They picked up 7 first downs with a total of 103 rushing yards. One of those was the 72-yard rushing touchdown by Cormac Madigan, which started the game off hot for this Red Hawk offense. Second quarter, they did pick up 27 rushing yards. But, talk about a great start for this Red Hawk team.
And just like that, the last play, you had something go your way as Cormac rushes to the right here. Gain of about 7 there. Solid first play. Never complain about a 7-yard rush in the first play.
That will bring up a 2nd down and about 3 yards on the 13-yard line. Red Hawks would love to put another one in the end zone here before the half comes up.
H-back shifting to the right here.
Hands the ball off to Cormac Madigan.
No, he does not. He kept
Fakes it.
Incomplete. Near interception there for Knox. It was a well-designed fake for Ripon.
He did fake me out, that's for sure. I saw Cormac going up the middle, but that is a great play by the offense. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. See if they can get our 3rd down conversion here.
It's now 3rd and 3.
This will be the 11th first down if they happen to pick up 3 yards. Jared Zibber back shotgun formation, fakes the handoff, looks middle to Kipe. Kipe will make Zylogoods hit hard on the pass.
Forced the incompletion.
Threw it a little behind him. He threw it more in front of him. That could have been another touchdown for this Red Hawks, but instead that brings up a 4th and 3, and it looks like that will bring out the field goal unit here. Eric Flores will look. What are we thinking here field goal wise, Brett?
Last week we hit one from about this distance to win the game against St. Norbert.
30-yarder, you think?
Yeah. Credit to this Knox College defense. Giving up the fumble, the offense giving up the fumble there, and Knox really hunkered down in the red zone, really made a stop, which is credit to them.
This is looking a lot like last week when Eric Flores hit the game-winning field goal against St. Norbert. Let's see if he can put another one in here.
Kick is up.
And he will put it through the uprights. That will bring a 23-0 lead for the Ripon Red Hawks over the Knox College Prairie Fire with 6 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in this first half here at Ingalls Field.
As a Red Hawk fan, you really hope for 6 instead of 3 there, but you're not going to complain with points. Walking away with points out of a drive is always a good thing.
73 passing yards.
All right, y'all. We gonna get this. We gonna work this out. Still
and
too
on the right side
laggy.
of the field, we have 38 rushing yards for the Prairie Fire and only 6 passing yards. What do you think about that, Brett? I mean, they've been 12 rushing attempts for the Prairie Fire and only a few passing